FN asks, how much was mindfulness an ingredient in your awakening, Lisa? Meaning, seeing the mind doing. Yeah, that's what happened in the beginning. In the beginning there was a separation from the mind and a witness of the mind. So you could say mindfulness. In my path. How much, I don't know how much that was. Happened for the first few years. David, dear Lisa, I've heard you say on several occasions that enlightenment is an energetic shift. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Could you explain in greater detail, please? Thank you, David, for your question. So it was like this energy, like when I was somebody, it was like an energy of me being inside the body. So there was this narration, and there was an energetic feeling that I was in here, and it was like that's what took up whole of the screen. And in the awakening, that energy expanded, and the person, the character, the timeline went into the background, and what became present, or the main focus of the screen, was the beingness, the absolute. So it's like an energetic expansion, I would say, into what you are as everything and nothing. And the character goes more into the background, but it doesn't disappear. You know, I still have problems, I still have anger, I still have, I can have jealousy, I can have grumpiness, you know, I can have joy, happiness, all those types of things in the character realm. But because there's not so much a focus on it, it's not, those emotions aren't my freedom. The experiences of the person aren't my freedom. They're pleasure and pain, which is nice. It's preferable to have happiness over grumpiness, but they don't add or distract or take away from what I truly am, which is known deeply. So that's when, like they say, the awakening is the end of the seeking, because the character goes more into the background and presence is who you are. You're grounded in who you are. So there's not this need to constantly be running to pleasure and avoiding pain. You know, that loses its intensity. You could say, some people would say, like there's a surrender to those experiences. Yeah, so I love answering questions. I also see, in answering questions, that everything's multifaceted. I think that's the right word. You can't answer things one way. There's multiple ways to answer them. And this is what I love about non-duality as opposed to other philosophies or religions, is I feel it doesn't have a dogma to it. It's not like this way is the right way or that way is the right way. It sounds like that, but it's not actually like that. You know, we could answer things from the human level, from the absolute level, and then there's multiple ways of seeing it, because freedom, what you truly are, God, the X factor, whatever you want to call it, isn't an idea or a word. Thanks, David. Christopher, thank you for saying that war can only happen between subject and object. I love you, Lisa. Yeah, pleasure, Christopher. In a way, it's not my words, and then, reading I Am That, you really see it's nobody's words. Like he says it, I say it, I got it seemingly in this body from listening to other speakers, and then it was passed on, like where's the beginning and the end to this wisdom? It comes spontaneously out of this moment, and then simultaneously it's like a pass down through humans. And then who is the first human that thinks of it? It's like an endless succession. Hi, Gary here. Do you know of any inquiries into the sense of continuity of experience? I mean, you could do the I am, You could do the who am I practice. So the I am is like bringing the attention back to I amness. And the who am I is asking, who am I every time every thought or idea arises? And it's totally okay to do a practice. I'm not against it or thinking it's bad, but it's just also recognizing that there is nobody practicing. That's a happening. Like this me that's always claiming something isn't actually the doer of the deeds. It's a happening. Speaking is happening, hearing is happening, walking is happening, hand is moving is happening, practice is happening, but it's nobody's. Roger used to always say, and he still says, this isn't prescription. So when he gives a practice, it's not prescription, it's a description of something that may or may not happen.